So here we are comparing the two. You can see the noticeable size difference of the two vehicles, and it's pretty noticeable. So you got kind of like a mid-sized truck, and you've got the larger truck, and when you get inside, that's when you really notice a lot of space difference. So you've got an automatic tonneau cover on this, which is really cool because you end up with that extra space. So it's also got this little space right here so that nothing will fall between the cracks. I think that's pretty nice. Like the bed, like the way that opens up. If you open up the back of this truck, here's a really cool feature as well. Push this little button, out comes a step.
Oh, cool.
You also have some outlets right over there, and I put a tonneau cover on this. So this is a Retrax tonneau cover, but it kind of mimics the same thing that you would see on the Rivian. In the meantime, if I want to get up, totally do that, and you can get a great view of the Rivian. One feature that you don't get with the Lightning is this little compartment. You go up here, push this little button, boom, goes all the way through. So you got this extra bit of storage, which is super cool, but you definitely don't have that on the Lightning. These are also the Rivian rims. You can see they're a little bit blacked out in the center. Still a really good tire. 275, 55, 21s. And we go over to, this is the Lariat. Okay, you've got this, it's a 275, 60, 20s. So you got a little bit bigger tire on the Rivian versus the Lightning, which is a little bit more ride, a little bit thicker on the actual tire itself, but looks really nice. So as you can see, it's a pretty large front compartment, also known as a frunk. It does have this front lip. You can't go anything past that, do anything with that, but you've got a pretty nice little bucket that you can put pretty much anything that you want in there. Let's take a look at the Lightning, okay? I'm gonna open this one up and we'll see how much space we've got in that. Now, what the really nice thing is, you've got this whole front that just completely goes up with that hood. Now, you've got all of this space. People can sit on there. I get on there, no problem. Watching the game, doing some tailgating, whatever. Other thing that's really cool is it's got a built-in ice chest. It's got a drain, it's got everything you need right there. Super cool. Plus, the other thing that it's got is it's got some outlets. So if you want to play something, maybe you're hooking up an Xbox, I don't know. Maybe you just want to play some music. You can plug it all in right there, not a problem. So nothing wrong with either of the trucks. Both super cool, great trucks. This one definitely takes the cake when it comes to room in the frunk and usability. Walk around, you can see the Rivian. Beautiful truck. See the wheels. I like the way that the handles are recessed in both doors. It's got a little bit of a sleek look there. You've got the front lights. Take it or leave it. Some people love it, some people don't, but you've got these nice tow hooks if you needed them in some case. And of course, we can't forget the Rivian insignia. I like the little bit of yellow it has on the edge there. Kind of a nice little touch. And of course, the mirrors, you've got this nice little turning signal light right in there. Then we've got the Lightning. Beautiful back lighting, the whole bit there. You see me in there, hello. Nice wheels. I really like this keypad because you can lock the keys in the car and access it that way. And you've got the the lock and unlock button here, and that's actually on both of the, well, all 4 of the doors. You've got the nice little turning signal on the mirror. You've got the Lariat edition here. We'll get the front. It's got the nice light bar. You've got the tow hooks right on there as well. The nice grille. So the good thing though to note is the way that both of them sit. You can see that the full-size truck versus the Rivian, which is kind of more of a mid-size. And the cool thing with the mid-size is the fact that you can fit it into your garage a lot easier. Whereas, you know, the truck that's this full size like the Lightning is going to be a little bit harder to fit into it, but it's going to be a lot roomier. It's kind of nice to be able to see them side by side to just give you a little bit more perspective. I'll actually get inside both trucks so that way you can see the interior as well. Okay, so one of the things that when I was considering buying either a Rivian or the Lightning truck was the size of the legroom. So I'm going to show you what the Rivian looks like, and then we'll go next to the Lightning and you can see the space that I have there. So first of all, Rivian is a beautiful truck. When I sit in it, pretty comfortable, plenty of space. I've got good headroom right here. The way the seat sits, it's actually pretty nice. Now if you zoom in over here at the display, you've got a pretty big display. And it's more horizontal rather than the vertical, which I'll show you on the Lightning what that looks like. So next we'll go to the back seat. We'll open that up. This was the deciding factor for me, was how much space was going to be between my knees and the back seat. Now, I'm not typically sitting in a back seat very often, but if I am, or I have a big passenger that's going to be sitting in the back seat, I want to make sure they had enough room. Now, for me, I also have kids, so having a car seat sitting in the back of the seat and then them still having enough room was pretty important. Overall, I really love the ceiling, the way that it's got a glass top in here, because it creates a lot more headroom. But I have to say that this is more of a mid-size vehicle when it comes to the distance between my knees and the back of the seat. So now we'll go over to the Lightning and you can see the same thing over there. So here we are at the Lightning and you can actually see how much space is right in the front seat here. Okay, as I get in here, noticeably a bigger amount of space, just completely all around me. I've got this great center console. I'll actually show you that. And then we've got the display over here as well, which the display is vertical rather than the horizontal. I don't know which one's better, kind of, you know, potatoes, but it's whatever you like. It's just the difference the way they have it laid out. Very comfortable, but we'll actually go to the back seat too and I'll show you the difference there. Okay, so now we go to the back seat. You can tell when you look at this, like, look at how much more room there is in the back seat between the seat and the back of the other seat. If you remember, there was only a couple of inches when it came to the back of the seat between my knees. Look at this, I've got about a foot worth of distance between those two. So I don't have my moonroof open on this one, but it goes the full distance. And the moonroof in the front, it actually is a sunroof, so it will open all the way up. Not completely all the way to the back seat, but definitely over the front seat. So if you're looking at space, and I'm just talking about distance between the different people in the back seat, or if you're looking at space for your knees and some of that, maybe my leg room, I've just got a little bit more to kind of kick out and relax, definitely the Ford Lightning just takes the cake. There's not even comparison when it comes to that. So if you're thinking about the Lightning or you're thinking about the Rivian, as far as space goes, definitely the Lightning just kicks the Rivian's butt. If you're thinking about the fact that you actually need more of a compact car because maybe your garage isn't that big, definitely go with the Rivian just for space purposes. Big people, I consider myself a medium person, but big people are going to want this Ford Lightning, or people that just want to spread out. It's just a lot bigger, a lot more room. Hopefully this is helpful. Click and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you soon.